script GPT 5.6 is showing up in ChatGPT Pro right now. Full launch, before June 30th, 8 days away. OpenAI calls it a meaningful improvement over GPT 5.5. They need it to be. ChatGPT just lost majority market share for the first time. A Chinese open model beats GPT 5.5 at coding for 6 times less money. Here is what GPT 5.6 needs to do to stop OpenAI's slide. GPT 5.6 is appearing in ChatGPT Pro ahead of its full launch. OpenAI's chief scientist called it a meaningful improvement over GPT 5.5. No confirmed exact date has been announced yet. But the window is clear, before June 30th, 2026. 8 days from today. The stated goal, reclaim benchmark leadership before Q3. Right now, GPT 5.5 Instant is the default ChatGPT model. It is a speed-optimized variant of the GPT 5.5 line. It delivers frontier reasoning at lower latency than GPT 5.2. GPT 5.6 is built to go further than that. It must outperform on the benchmarks developers actually trust. Let me show you exactly what GPT 5.6 is up against. SWE-bench Pro measures real-world coding performance. It is the benchmark that matters most to developers. Here are the current standings, June 22, 2026. First place, Claude Fable 5 to 80.3%. Second, GLM 5.2, 62.1%. That is an open-source model. Third, Claude Opus 4.8 to 61.4%. Fourth, GPT 5.5, 58.6%. GPT 5.6 needs to beat both GLM 5.2 and Claude Opus 4.8. That means surpassing 62.1% on SWE-bench Pro. Fable 5 is in a different category, 22 points clear of GPT 5.5. That gap does not close in one release. But second place is still in reach. Here is why this is bigger than benchmarks. ChatGPT just fell below 50% market share. For the first time in its history. This is not a temporary dip. This is a structural shift. GLM 5.2 is open source, built in China, and beats GPT 5.5 at coding. It costs 6.8 times less. Developers are switching. The math is not close. Then there is the SpaceX signal. SpaceX acquired Cursor for $60 billion. Cursor runs on Claude, not ChatGPT. That deal validates the Claude ecosystem at enterprise scale. OpenAI needs a benchmark win this month. Not next quarter. This month. GPT 5.6 is that win, if the numbers back it up. There is one more layer to understand here. Noam Shazeer recently joined OpenAI as lead for architecture research. Shazeer co-authored the Transformer paper. He invented the architecture every major AI model runs on. Recruiting him is not a marginal move. But GPT 5.6 is pre-Shazeer work. This model was designed and built before he arrived. GPT-6 and beyond, that is his era. The next 6 months at OpenAI are a transition period. GPT 5.6 is the last model of the current architecture cycle. What comes after will carry Shazeer's fingerprint at the root level. So GPT 5.6 has one job right now, hold the line. Buy OpenAI time until the Shazeer era begins. When GPT 5.6 drops, here is what to run immediately. First, coding. Run real debugging, code generation, and refactoring tasks. The benchmark target is above 62.1%. Test whether it lands there in practice. Second, reasoning depth. Compare it directly against Claude Opus 4.8. The gap on SWE-bench is narrow, test where it matters to you. Third, speed. GPT 5.5 Instant prioritized latency. Find out if GPT 5.6 maintains that or trade speed for quality. Fourth, cost. OpenAI has not announced pricing yet. GLM 5.2 is 6.8 times cheaper than GPT 5.5. If GPT 5.6 costs significantly more and only edges past GLM 5.2, the value argument becomes difficult to make. GPT 5.5 was good. GLM 5.2 is cheaper and better at coding. Claude Opus 4.8 beats it on intelligence benchmarks. Fable 5, when it was online, beat everything by 22 points. GPT 5.6 has to beat all three to stop ChatGPT's market share decline. OpenAI's chief scientist said meaningful improvement. We find out in 8 days what meaningful actually means. Subscribe so you do not miss the GPT 5.6 launch review. Comment, what benchmark matters most to you, coding, reasoning, speed, or cost? That tells me what to test first.